Hey everyone, this is ZeroPrime and welcome to an interesting Let's Play of Final Fantasy VII Demake. Now, as you may have noticed, I'm actually playing this game and for whatever reason I can't get the microphone to record games I record on my laptop. So basically what I decided to do is to try to basically just record the gameplay, and then if I want to make commentary on it, like in my other videos, then I would do that as well. And for this one, I wanted to do a commentary on this one because I actually got a Nintendo reproduction card of this game, you know, just to have for, you know, the sake of having it in my collection and making it like an interesting topic. But essentially, this is a Final Fantasy VII Demake. And I played a little bit of this, but near the end of it, you'll notice that the game, or the ROM of it, got glitched, that I couldn't continue playing it on. And the one downside about this Demake is that it's only plays through, I think if I'm not mistaken, when you leave Midgar up to that point, that's where this game stops. Which is kind of a shame, but here, like, it's essentially you're playing this game like it's a Final Fantasy game on the Nintendo system. And then, like you see here, the more you use the magic, the more the levels increasing in the power and everything. So it has like different mechanics than the regular Final Fantasy VII game, in which, you know, you have the materia that you equipped on, and then as you gain experience, then you know. And everything, you level up, you gain more spells, more powers, and all that stuff. So, essentially that's what this is, you know, it's essentially that in a nutshell. Although I would have to say, like, a couple of things about this Demake that it could have done better. I mean, I'm not saying it has to be like, oh, exactly like Final Fantasy VII, but it's more like the graphical design of it that kind of threw me off. Like, they could have really took the time to, like, design, like, the 8-bit graphics sceneries of, you know, of Midgard, for example, the Mako reactor. Because, like, here, this seems to be more like a castle that we're infiltrating and all that. And of course, some people might say, you know, like the facial characters of here are a little bit off-putting, but then again, I mean, if you're going for the 8-bit style graphics and everything, you know, that's understandable that, you know, the changes have, you know, you can only make changes as best as you can. But, like I said, here, I was just trying to, you know, at least use, like, make, like, 8-bit graphic sceneries of, like, an actual factory rather than just, like, this medieval castle. Because, basically, it just doesn't feel right in the sense. It kind of feels like it falls off because, you know, Final Fantasy is set in a, modernist world, in a sense, with, you know, a power company running the world and everything. Here, it just feels like, you know, going through a medieval dungeon, but yet somehow a medieval dungeon is absorbing the life force of the planet to convert it into electrical power and everything. But then again, it's just my opinion, but here, basically, you know, we're going for the whole spiel about what Avalanche is, Shinra's absorbing it, stealing the planet, killing the planet, for the pocket and all that stuff. You know, just general, you know, Final Fantasy VII plot and everything. And see, like, see, that's what I mean for, in, like, you know, graphic design. Now, here we don't really see much of machines. All we see is just, you know, like, medieval type dungeon settings and all that. Don't get me wrong, they did pretty good, you know, making, like, a Final Fantasy VII if it was released as a Nintendo game and everything. But I think they could have done better with some of the stuff. And I do have to say, especially like for some enemy encounters, like, you know, we're going through a power plant to destroy a reactor that's draining the lifeblood of the planet. And yet somehow in this factory there are monsters like holes and all that. While you would imagine that there'd be armed soldiers, mechas, you know, machine type things, you know, stuff like that. Not like a coral creature that you find in the bottom of the ocean. Although, come to think of it, it would be rather interesting if they actually, you know, took the Final Fantasy's, you know, game, you know, and the story and everything, but then change it to fit more like a medieval type setting and all that. That would actually be interesting. I wonder what would you call that, though? Not a demake, but Final Fantasy VII retelling? Or something like that? I'm not sure exactly, but anyway, like I said, they deactivated the code by touching the columns. And we're finding red worms in a factory. Like I said, I mean, they probably didn't have time to make their own sprites or take the creatures and designs from Final Fantasy VII and redesign them in an 8-bit form. And that's understandable, you know, you have to work with what you have. But I would, and also, I mean, depending on, you know, if you're doing this by yourself, making it by yourself, or have like a team that helps you put this game together and all that, that's understandable, you know. But I just think, like, you know, if they just took a little bit more time and effort, they could have really, you know, it could have made it better than it is now. Not saying that this is a bad game, you know. I mean, it's not a bad game for what it is. I mean, you know, I had no problem with it. It's just like some few minor changes that could have been done, that could have really, you know, made it more, make it feel right in a sense, you know. And maybe also, like, you know, looking at this now, like, they could have done something a bit better with the leveling up the magic system and everything. Because as you see here, you have to keep using the same spells over and over again to level them up and everything. And unfortunately, I never really got far into this one because I got to the 7th bar, what was it, the 7th heaven bar. And unfortunately, that's where the game crashed, and that's why unfortunately I couldn't get it. And I would play the reproduction card of this game, but I don't have a Nintendo or anything like that I could play it here in Beijing. Although I am planning on getting a Retron 5, you know, because I did have one, but then that one got fried somehow when I plugged it in, which is unfortunate. But I'm planning on getting like something like that again, just so that way I can, you know, play more games, you know, on the systems and everything. Because as you've noticed, being here in Beijing for 3 years, if I wanted to play some of my old retro games that I have on the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, all that, I will have to play them on the ROMs in order to really get a chance to play them and all that. So yeah, I do download the ROMs of it, but I only download the ROMs of games that I legally own and everything. Of course, another exception to that rule, I would say, for playing it, is if somebody lend me a copy of the game that they have, or let me access, you know, the games that they have on Steam and everything, because for some of the Steam games I have on my channel that I played, eventually I met a foreign teacher that I worked with, that he has a lot of Steam games, and from time to time when I go and visit him, he allows me to play on some of the Steam games that he has on his account and everything. So, and basically with a simple screen recording and the external hard drive, I was able to record the, you know, the footage and all that, just so that way I could see if the game is pretty good to have or not. You know, it's something that's worthwhile to play. So here in this, you know, we're going down to the basement of the reactor, quote unquote, to destroy it. Yeah, robo-gods. What robo-gods? We haven't seen, like, you know, anything robotic in this place. Now, here I did get a little bit lost because I was a bit confused about the layout, but then eventually I figured out, you know, the whole layout of what you're supposed to do. But like I said, I mean, overall, this game was not that bad. I mean, for what it is, it's pretty decent enough. Again, you know, you have like a flying lemurs and the plant monsters and a factory, when there should have been like, you know, robotics or automatons and all that stuff, you know. Again, that's just my opinion on that. I know I'm going to be saying that a lot, you know, for this video, but, you know, what can I say? And though there are some of the enemies here that really seem to take too much, you know, so much of a damage sponge, so to speak. And you'll see what I mean in a little bit. Like, I think it was like these flying lemurs that they seem to take most of the damage before they finally die, and that's kind of annoying. Because the plant thing here, they die quick, but these guys, it's like, nope, they're still standing. But then again, you know, this is like, you know, they... excuse me. Basically, you know, games in the Nintendo system, and if anyone that has had them or played them, you know exactly how they normally are like and everything. That basically all the graphics are limited by 8 bits. So you can only do so much with, you know, graphics, music, and all that. But like I said, you know, no hate, you know, I'm not hating on this game. I'm not saying like, oh, this game sucks and all that. No. Far from that. It's good for what they did. I just personally think that, you know, if they just had a little bit more time, that, you know, they could have done it a little bit better and made things seem more... oh yeah, that's the phrase. Aesthetically pleasing, basically. But for what it is and what they've done with it, it's pretty good and all that. But yeah, these things right here, they take a lot of damage before they, you know, you finally put them down. And it would have been interesting if they made, like, you know, the complete version, you know, all the way to the very end, because... then again, like I said, I never got a chance to see through the end of this game because, you know, the game crashed, basically. But, you know, whenever I get, like, basically, you know, a console that I can play the reproduction Nintendo carts and all that stuff, then I'll definitely give it a try and see how it goes. Yep, see, whenever you maxed out on a spell, you get like a new spell, and I know it says like level 1 on it, but I don't really know if you can increase it to like level 2, or have to do something specific. I'm not sure. But yeah, basically like I said, the enemy fights here just seem to be a bit slow. And this is like, you know, the first area of the game, and it feels like the enemies are a little bit, not overpowered, but it seems a little bit too high for the area. See, that was like water free, and yet it only did that much small damage. Because you would think with water free, it'd be a lot more damage and concerning, but I don't know. Like I said, For a Demake, it's not bad, but they could have really, you know, done a bit more with it if they had, you know. I would say if they had probably more likely had enough time to do it, because I would imagine maybe they were on a time constraint and everything, and they can only do so much.
Excuse me.
But like I said, I mean, these enemy fights just seem to take on way longer than they should have. And I know because I'm using, like, you know, an attack all and all that, but like I said, if I really wanted to, you have to level up the spells, you have to level them up by using them. It's kind of like, I think it was Final Fantasy II that had that, you know, that had that system. Besides, you know, you have to do certain things, certain weapons, you know, to level up the specific stats. But like I said, I mean, just because, you know, for that, you know, that's why it makes this fight seem a bit way too long than it should be. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, but, well, I might as well take the time, you know, as I'm doing this, you know, as I'm trying to use all the spells, you know, to level up as much as I can. I might as well just make some announcements that there'll be a lot more content coming, you know, on my channel. That I have gotten a GoPro 10 camera, because while my GoPro 5 was still working well, unfortunately the battery for it was not working very well, and those kind of batteries for that are basically no longer in production. So basically it forced me to get like a new camera, so... But there'll be like, of course I got the camera with more accessories that I can wear it on my chest, on my head. So you'll definitely be able to, we'll see more scenes of Beijing, since I'm planning on going out more to see some of the sights and everything, because I do plan on staying here for one more year, but then come September of 2023, I'm going back home to the States, because, yeah, I've been here long enough, and I miss home, I miss the love of my life, and I am going home. I don't care if they even pay me $10 million US dollars, I'm going home. I'll probably make more like a video detail about that, but just want to at least get that out of the way, because like I said, the enemy fights here, some of them seem way too long.
Yeah, and all that, excuse me.
Yeah. But yeah, but like I said, you know, a lot of stuff is coming to the channel and all that stuff, so make sure you know, as usual, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you'll be up to date on those when they come and all that. Let's see here. I don't even know what the heck these things are. The Blook? Because they're like blue, but you remove the E and replace it with a K, so it's like Blook? I will give credit that, you know, that's something new and I never saw before, but again, this is supposed to be like, you know, a refinery factory, you know, for a power company. But yet it seems to be more with just doing dungeon crawling, but at the same time, we have a character that has a Gatling gun for a hand, shooting medieval type monsters and all that. Like I said, it doesn't seem to fit well in that regard. Free. Okay, now here's one of the what I was talking about for the graphic. This is the reactor, which looks nothing more than just a dragon's head on the wall. That's why it just felt kind of offsetting. It's like, how How is that a reactor when it's just a dragon's head that basically can just open up its mouth, breathe fire, and we die? Da, 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 da. Yeah, I can't remember why I paused around here, but I think... Oh yeah, now I remember, because there was like a message I had to take care of, you know, for work-related stuff and all that. But yeah, like I said, the main thing I would say about the game is just the choice of the graphic, you know, the designs of the graphics, you know. They could have been worked a lot better and all that, in my opinion. Let's see. Yeah, still having to take care of some of the important responses before, because even though, you know, it's like, yeah, you know, it doesn't seem very professional, but when real life comes to knocking, you have to really take care of that first. Otherwise, you know, you can find yourself in a situation. But yeah. Yeah, just waiting and waiting. Hold on one sec. Okay, I went back and just edited out that last remaining long part of it, so that way it's not just, you know, sitting here dumbfounded like, what else to talk about? Because right now we're about to fight the, of course right here, they didn't add the part where, you know, you heard the voice in your head. And yeah, this is the scorpion fight, even though it looks more like, what was that, what was that one boss on the, in Final Fantasy V? I can't remember exactly, but yeah, that's what it looks like, really. And it doesn't really have the iconic, you know, like, you know, weapon that, you know, if you attack it while its tail is up and all that stuff, you know, it will counterattack. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, all in all, yeah, this game is not really that bad, but I would say I would critique it on two things. One, the choice of the background design and the location, the setting and all that. Make it seem more modern, like in Final Fantasy VII. Make it seem like it fits in that regard. And all that. Oh, hold on, I will be right back. Yep, forgot to mute the laptop, but... anyway, I'm back, just had to take care of... It was an important phone call from back home, but had to take care of that. But anyway, like with this boss fight here, it's supposed to be the replacement for that Scorpion tank. But instead we have the sprite from a... Like I mentioned before, a boss from Final Fantasy V, but I can't remember which one exactly, but... Yeah, I mean, like I've been saying before, I mean, depending on the time limit or the materials you have to work with, it's understandable, but, they could have done that a little bit better with, you know, putting more details into coming up with sprite versions of the characters, the monsters. I mean, for the characters, I mean, they look alright for Cloud and Barret, but for the monsters... Yeah, they could have been worked on a bit more to give them more of an appropriate look and feel. And all that stuff. But, yeah, that's pretty much just all I can really talk about before just rambling on and just saying the same stuff over and over again, so... And we beat that. And like I said, I mean, they could have come up with a better design for that. But, in any case, I think that's all I'm really going to say on for the rest of this video, because right now I just feel like I'm just repeating the same stuff over and over again. So you can watch the rest of this and see how it is and all that stuff. And as usual, of course that will be said at the end of this. As usual, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a comment below, subscribe for more video update, share us on your Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and all other social medias. And don't forget to hit the like button, help out the channel, and the turn notification bell to stay up to date in my channel. And if you guys want to help me out in some shape or form, I do have a Patreon account down below. And as usual, guys, thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, thanks for watching this episode, and as usual, leave a comment down below, subscribe for more video updates, and share this on your Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and all the social medias. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and to turn on the notification bell to stay up to date on my YouTube channel. And if you guys want to help me out in some shape or form, I do have a Patreon account down below in the description box. And as usual, thank you for watching everybody, and have a pleasant day. Bye bye.